Hey all, out here with more space engineers, escaped from Mars. Okay, so we got somewhat lucky. Yeah, so the antenna did survive. It was set to broadcast at 25K, and yeah, we were at like 23K or something, 21K away, 22K. Oh, so yeah, I've been doing some repair work on the ship. Actually, do I have plates? We can at least get some of this done. So this thing was rolling. I had to drop a block here. As you can see, we're still getting a little bit of stutter in the recording, and everything is mostly powered, but we lost a lot of resource. We lost both the solar panels. We've lost just a ridiculous amount of crap. So let's go ahead and get all this back in here. Oh, okay, so first things first, we need a cockpit. Let's grab, I'm just gonna grab 100 of those. Let's get the cockpit set up here. Hopefully. The system lag is real. Real annoying is what it is. So basically what happened was I found roughly where the ship was because of the antenna. Loaded everything up that I could from the crash site. Left the O2 system and everything there since we had some oxygen. Was able to recharge everything. And basically just hoofed it out here using jet as much as I could. Well, as little as I could, I should say. Oh, this is... I love this. I absolutely love this mod. I do not enjoy the system hit that it generates. And I hope that was enough to get everything we... Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah. Right, so let's go ahead and get this thing built. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to do a... I'm probably going to have to grind this thing down and do a restart. Or not grind this thing down, but basically do a restart on tubes and construction components. Come on. There's a little too much running on the system, I think, at this point. Oh, please tell me I have large tubes. Okay, I do. Not you. Get back. Thank you. It'd be nice as if you would stop trying to kill me. Okay, so if you remember last time, we got royally screwed. We had a bunch of problems where we were falling through the train. It was just, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to do... Holy crap, I didn't even notice that before. Yeah, I think there's just a little too much going on with the game right this second. Alright, okay, let's see if we can get in there and get the parking brake turned on. Hi, thank you. Alright, so... There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking there's just too many of the little drones out there. But we at least have... Come on. For the most part, we have things somewhat working if the game will stop bloody stuttering so much. Alright. So I'm thinking is actually a good chance to do, let's see here. Might be able to do a little bit of a rework. Maybe. so you're there. So if we do that, oh yeah, this is gonna irritate the hell out of me, I think. Yeah, so I've basically been letting the game run for a little bit because I've been trying to find this thing. We are about 2 hours of basically hunting, trying to get all of this stuff. So I need... You are not going to let me do that, but you might. Okay. All we're going to do is do that. And that. But yeah, basically I just kept throwing bodies out until I found this thing. Once I figured out where it was, I was able to track over here, get and recover it. And you basically saw where I, a couple of minutes after I found it, I basically had been doing a few repairs and figured, you know, we'd at least get it on camera so you could see what was going on. Oh, that was... At you. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is for future build, we're gonna put a couple of we're gonna put 2 of the turrets. Come on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to restart. So I'm thinking put 1 turret on either side of this thing, and then another one on top, and we'll see if we can grab. I don't know. See if we can grab some of the ammo from one of the other areas, because like I said, they're starting to see like the 200mm missile containers. So I'm thinking maybe put a missile launcher on top and then 2 cannons, 1 cannon on either side. But for now, let's get you out of there. Come on. And can't. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, this is irritating me too much. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick restart on everything. Let's get this in here first. Hopefully, if it doesn't just absolutely drive me insane. So I want you like that. Get all this welded up. See, the problem that we run into is that all of the oxygen that we had in the hydrogen we had in the tanks, basically we lost 1 tank of hydrogen and we lost all of that oxygen. So we need to get more ice. And we need to get ice quickly. But first, I'm going to restart the system so we can get all of this up and running again. And we will be right back. And we're back. So hopefully that seems to have fixed a lot of it. So, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing patched up a little bit. All this going. Let's go ahead and do it. See if we can get the parts out of here for this so that we can repair that. Okay. Now that that's working, we need to put our O2 generator back on here. So let's go, yeah. So we're going to grab this. because of you. So, yeah, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Oh, man. Like I said, this has been a comedy of errors. Do I want this down here, or do I want it on top? I'm kind of wanting it on top so that it has a chance to survive like it did last time, but it also means it's open to attack like it was last time, so... you did okay the last time you were up here. We'll take the chance with it. You know what? Let's get this done as soon as possible. Okay. So let's go here. We're going to do another connector. Hopefully everything else stays together at this point. That's patched in. We don't have any defenses on this beast now. Actually, we have two boxes of ammo. You know what? Let's go ahead and drop all this stuff back in there. Let's grab the regular rifle. You know what? Let's grab the elite rifle. We've got one, we may as well use it. And I want to grab the parts to fix our small reactor, because we have one of our little reactors is unfortunately leaking over here. Awesome. Alright, so I'm thinking what we're going to need to do here is get this beast up and running someplace where we can, you know what, I think we're just going to head back to the ice mine, get everything full, and maybe make a large grid version of this. Because if we had an assembler, we would just need to get materials refined, which we can do over at the scrapyard. So let's do that. We're gonna head back. Actually, let's do a quick. We'll do a quick run through of the Flight Research Center, and then we'll take it wide. See, is our ore detector working? Our ore detector is working. Hopefully we will uranium or
Delivery 22380.
Convoy escort. It'd be interesting to see what that was that they were transporting. Oh, magnesium. You know what? We're just going to make a GPS marker for this right now. Not really worried too much about doing any type of mining, but what I want to check is that when we get up to the research center, because we're going to basically swing by that, hit the H2 depot that's up there, get our H2, get our hydrogen back, and then we'll head over to the ice mine so that we can get our oxygen tank refilled. Oxygen's going to be an issue before everything else. Alright. So we'll see how this works. Alright. So yeah, we'll stop, pick up some ice on the way. There was a small ice depot, or a small ice position over by the H2 depot, so we'll stop over there, pick that stuff up, and then head back for the actual ice. Alright, so with that said, we will do a quick cut and we will be right back. And we are back. So we've just recently left the H2 depot, so I ended up suffocating. Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But yes, I did end up suffocating with the character. What we've done is basically just grabbed ice, went back to the crash site, refilled, brought, you know, I think it was like 500 units of ice with us, and dropped it in. Basically, it was enough to get us. We were close enough to get here fairly. Well, I don't want to say fairly easily. We cut it pretty close, honestly. Basically skimmed across the ground. We were able to get within, I don't know, maybe 5 kilometers or so before we ran out of hydrogen. But what we're doing now is we're going to head back over here to the Miki scrap. Going to try dropping some things in here and see if it works the way I remember. Because I think we can drop ore off over here. And if we can drop ore and get processed materials out, that'll actually be really beneficial. Now, we are running very, very low on oxygen. We've only got a couple 100 liters left. Just show you here really quickly. Yeah, we're at 364 liters, which is more than enough to get us home. Well, I shouldn't say home, but it's more than enough to get us back to the ice mine so we can grab more. But we haven't gotten... We don't have a whole lot, so we're not going to be able to screw around too much. Oy vey. This playthrough is kicking my ass. Alright, so that's the, if you notice over there, that's one of the places that we stopped to strip parts of. I basically pulled the solar panels off there, which we're going to see if we can maybe remake. Now, I know we can drop scrap material, like if you have drones and things like that, you can drop them over here. We'll walk through it. We'll walk through it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been over here. The first couple of episodes that we recorded, we ended up over here at in between some of those. And I didn't put it on camera because it was basically me just wandering around trying to figure out what I could get into, and there's not really a whole lot to get into over here. It's basically you ride up, there's an area that you can drop stuff off, and there's an area that you can pull things out of. So we're gonna head over here really quick. Alright. And we will see. Looks like we get the terrain load problem that we had over on the other side. Okay.
Open all the time. Look for us on other planets, or we come look for you.
Alright. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and park this thing here. Alright, come on. There you go. Okay, so we can throw scrap metal in here, which is what we're going to do really quick. Come here, you. So let's go ahead and grab all of that. And so what you do is you take this, you drop it in there, it eats it.
I've never seen so much.
And it spits stuff out for you.
Convoy dispatched. Delivery 22380. ETA.
And basically, it'll keep doing this every time you bring scrap metal back, so... And this is one of the reasons why... Come on, let me get the... You give me the highlight, please? Thank you. But this is one of the reasons why I was talking about putting like a connector or something up on the top here. I was thinking about actually putting in one of those little collectors like that. Come on, thank you. But yeah, basically this is how you get a lot of, or this is how I got some of the material in here, is just by grabbing scrap metal and dropping it off over here. Now you can, if you have vehicles or if you capture any of the drones, you can drop them down here, and this thing will actually destroy them and give you the pieces. So yeah. And basically you'll get materials back. Supposedly. I haven't actually dropped anything in there, so I'm not sure if it's going to work the way they advertise or not. Let's go ahead and close that, because we don't need it right now. Okay, so... Alright. Okay, so yeah, basically that's the whole thing. Now there are interior things in here, but you can't get into them, at least not that I have found. And the entire base seems to be immune to player activity, so it's like you can't grind this stuff down for free stuff. But you know, it's okay. Let's see. Inward speed, outward speed. Alright, so we'll turn that off. I don't know if that actually has any bearing on what goes on, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. Basically all they did was turn off that connector so it won't spit parts out at you until it's ready to do so again. Until you hit the button. Okay. Before we go too much further, let's go ahead. That was right the first time. There we go. We want the hydrogen tanks to both be set off of stockpile. We don't need it to be stockpiling. So in theory, if you were to bring over enough material, like enough scrap, you could actually get all of the parts you need to build various things. Now what I would like to do is to have the ability to make a refinery. So what we're going to do here, since we got this, I wonder if we drop... I wonder if we drop uranium, if we would get material out. Did we pick up any cells? No. What plates do we have? We have 7K plates. Yeah, let's head back to the ice. We'll head back to the ice mine. And I'll play around with the with Mickey's parts over here, Mickey Salvage, to see if we can maybe drop some ore off in there and get material. Actually, you know what? You are iron, aren't you? Yes, you are. Let's check really quick while we're here. Oh, helps if... Yeah, see, I've been running into the weird terrain issues with this. Let's go. This should be... There it is. Grab this. Do we have any ammo? We don't have any ammo. Okay. Maybe it's in one of the other ones. So let's go ahead and get this and this set up. You know, it'd be nice as if you would actually let me. Thank you. Are you dropping all my stuff through the train? You're dropping all my stuff through the train, aren't you? No, it's just over there. I swear. I just have one issue after another with this. So let's grab a bit of this and see if this will give us anything when we take it over to the scrapyard. Because if we can drop this kind of stuff off and get, you know, like just regular processed materials. So say if we drop off raw iron and we get back iron ingots, that would actually be rather interesting, because it would mean that we would, come on, thank you. Sheesh. Because then what we'd be able to do is basically do a bit of mining, get our resources up, and then we could, because I think I have the parts to make a full-size assembler. So as long as we could get the material that we need, and drop you, okay. So let's, come on. Head back this way. Let's try this really quick. So for those who, I've actually had a couple of people asking, for the mod, there's actually supposed to be, like the core mechanic of this mod where you have to go out and find research or find items to learn how to make them. There's actually another version of that mod on the workshop, and I don't remember the name of it. I'll try and look it up for you folks, for the folks that have been asking. But basically what it does is it sets it up so that you start with almost nothing. Basically you start with the same, whoa, hello, we went airborne on that one. And that would be why I closed the door. Okay. I knew if I wasn't careful I was going to end up in the grinder at some point. There we go. Right. So what we're going to do is go ahead and drop this off. But yeah, like I was saying, basically you start with a restricted list of items that you can make. And as you run around and do things in the game, you basically unlock more things. And basically you have to find the stuff. See anything? But yeah, you basically have to find stuff, grind it down, and it'll unlock. Apparently he doesn't like that. So, is there... I was hoping there'd be a refinery feature, but... It's cranes, not worried about the crane. That sucks if you're not going to be able to... That's kind of silly. You'd think that you'd be able to use these things for refineries. What is this? What does that say? Deactivated drones and mechs, electronics, mechanical equipment, construction and demolition debris, vehicles and waste. Okay. So only actual mechanical stuff. It doesn't want the raw resources. Which kind of sucks, actually. Wondering... Access denied. Like I said, yeah, base is protected. So unfortunately you can't... See, it's got refineries. If it's got refineries, it should let you refine stuff. You know, I'm sorry. Come on, really? Access denied. And tanks. Tanks, but no tanks. Okay. I wonder if we have... If we... Yeah, see? Completely blocks you from being able to do anything with it. Now, I wonder if we will end up with the ability to build a refinery. Because the assembler, the only thing we would need the assembler for is actually taking refined materials. But this thing spits out material. Get rid of that. Based on the amount of scrap that you have. Interesting. It would be, I would like to have something that shows what it's doing, you know? Alright. Anyway. Okay, I think that's going to about do it for us this time. I'm going to head back to the ice mine. Oh, hopefully, when we come back next time, the game will not be quite as glitchy. We'll see. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below, because we have had a lot of trouble with, you know, things like this, where, you know, as you can see, our vehicle is being eaten by the sand. But because of everything that's going on, would you like to see me restart this and play through it all in one go? Or should we keep going with what we got? Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. If you have any questions or comments, as well as you want to provide your feedback on my questions, throw them down in the section below the video. If you haven't done so already, I do ask that you subscribe. And not only do the likes and subscriptions and even the comments really help the channel to grow and get more exposure, but it also lets me know that you're enjoying the content. And, well, that's what I'm hoping that you're doing. So, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Let's see if we can get out of this deep sand stuff.